Welcome to ISAT Daily. I'm Matt, aka The Parable.
And I'm Jackie, the host of Bootleg Media on Rumble. So, Matt, what do you think of elderly people?
I literally have no problem with elderly people.
I love grandmas and grandpas.
So,
I really do. I think they're wise beyond their years.
I'm not a huge Elon Musk fan, but it appears that he's spoken out about the subject of having older people
Make
in
extremely
their
important
silver
decisions for our
years.
country.
Yeah, being in or holding a political office. So let's take a look at the first slide here.
Elon Musk proposes age limit for elected officials. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk said there should be an age limit in candidates who run for political office. Let's set an age limit after which you can't run for political office, perhaps a number just below 70, Musk posted on Twitter. Just last month, the billionaire responded to independent Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders' wealth tax proposal, saying he kept forgetting Sanders was still alive. Sanders is 80, far above the proposed age limit by Elon Musk.
So, I understand what he's saying, and I'm sure there's some extreme cases to which you might you might have a let's say the most important position out of all of government, like the president of the United States, where it's not really an age factor, it's just like a mental capability factor that's taking place.
I think his name rhymes with Clonald Clump, but he had the idea of IQ tests.
Yeah, and that was passed with flying colors. Amazing how that happened.
Yeah, so I'm team IQ test. I don't think we need an age limit per se, but I'm not trying to defend Bernie Sanders either.
Yeah, and I think there's certain things that'll happen maybe where you can question someone's capabilities mentally.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily tied to age in a sense.
Not. That's insane.
But there's one more slide. Let's take a look at this real quick. Supreme Court Justice John Roberts wrote about implementing age limits in 1983 memo as an assistant to White House counsel under President Ronald Reagan, according to the USA Today. Setting a term of, say, 15 years would ensure that the federal judges would not lose all touch with reality through decades of ivory tower existence, Roberts wrote. It would also provide a more regular and greater degree of turnover among judges. The average age of senators at the beginning of the year was 64.3 years old, and the average age for members of the House was 58.4 years old, the Congressional Research Service reported.
Well, I say term limits are not a bad idea, but every time I hear Justice John Roberts, I just can't help but wonder what he was doing on Epstein Island. But I know that's not the subject at hand here.
Yeah, it's not really, but good question.
I just can't get it out of my mind. Sorry.
I out of all the Supreme Court justices to ask, who cares what Roberts has to say?
Exactly.
Number one. Now, if they would have asked Clarence Thomas what he thought, then I would have been more interested
anything
in
he
it.
said.
Yeah, anything. I'm like, oh yeah, let's tune in to Clarence. But I think the result is right at the end of that last slide. It mentioned the average age of the people in Congress or whatever.
Yeah, like 64.
Yeah, 64 or 58 or whatever. And I think that's the key element is it's up to the voters to decide who's elected into office, and I don't think age is the determining factor. If you're sharp enough to win an election, to get in there, I think you should serve it as long as you can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I agree.
Now, if it's term limits in the case of not age, but a senator that has been in there for 40 years, then we have a little something to talk about.
Power trip going on. Nancy Pelosi.
And, Bernie Sanders again. And
Joe Biden
again. and all the others. So, I think it'll take care of itself. But I don't think we should do any ceiling limits.
I agree. No. Elon, shove it.
Yeah, just worry about your rockets. So.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Later.
Had a rough week? Current events got you down? Join us Friday at 8 p.m. Come on, man. Check us out.